Hello and welcome to our little Dungeons and Dragons session here. My name is Ross Wiseman. I'm going to be your dungeon master for this campaign. And before we really get started and introduce our amazing players, I'm going to just give you guys a bit of context. So earlier this year, I had a dream. For 2 years, I had not played Dungeons & Dragons around a table with people. So I really wanted to make that happen again. And these crazy people decided to come and stay with me for a whole week, and we're going to play a campaign from beginning to end, hopefully. So let's introduce everyone, right? Let's do it.
Yeah.
So we've got 3 people from Scotland here and 3 from Germany. One of the other reasons I couldn't play in person with people is because I moved from Scotland to Germany. So we've got a bit of an international crew here. So I'm going to go around, starting with my good friend Oliver here.
Ja, hallo, ich bin Oliver. No, I'm Ollie.
Mainly from Germany.
From Scotland, I guess. How do you want me to introduce myself?
So if you say your name, how many years roughly you've been playing Dungeons & Dragons or another tabletop role-playing game, and then I want you to tell me one interesting fact about fish.
Okay. My name's Ollie. I've been playing D&D for probably 5 years. I would say 5 years. Let's go with 5.
Yeah. I need an interesting fact about fish.
Alright, fish actually
A
sleep
specific fish or
upside down.
They sleep upside down? Well, I didn't know that.
I don't know if that's true.
We don't have a fact checker on this show, so who knows?
Okay, that was way too interesting as a fact. My name is Desi. I'm from Germany, I guess, right? Yes. I have never played Dungeons and Dragons, so everybody has to be a bit patient with me. But I played the German role-play game Das Schwarze Auge for probably 5 years, 2, maybe 4, I'm not sure. Started before Corona. And did you know that fish can breathe underwater?
Perfect.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's right.
I don't know if that's interesting.
I don't.
That was the stipulation.
Well, I'm Jonny. I'm from Scotland, as you can probably tell. I've probably been playing D&D for about between 10 and 12 years. Quite a long time, to be perfectly honest. Probably too long, to be perfectly honest.
So if I get any rules wrong, Jonny will.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, I'll just moan about it later. Anyway, I maybe don't have an interesting fact about fish, but I have been slapped by a bass full force by a friend before.
Okay, that is an interesting fact.
Yeah.
And it does involve a fish. So
Yeah, so
I'm gonna
that's close
count it.
enough.
I do you want to give us some context, or will we just leave it?
I was 4 hours late to work. I worked in a fishmonger's. And my friend...
So somebody slapped me with a fish.
Yeah. So that context of working in a fishmonger.
I was fishmongers
Yeah,
makes a
you
little
should
bit more sense.
Yeah, they're important. But you know, so 4 hours late, and my friend decided I should get in trouble, so slapped me full force with the bass. It's pretty sore, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah.
And you also play the bass.
Yeah, I also play the bass as well. Yes, yeah. It all comes full circle. That's
Yeah.
it, so
It's all planned out.
yeah, that's what got me into bass in the first place.
The start.
That's it.
Alright, let's move on to
I'm Callum. I've been playing like D&D and such like for I don't know, maybe 6-7 years, something like that, like a rough ballpark. Fish facts. I should have prepared.
You've had a little
more.
bit of time.
I've had so long, and yet my only fish fact I can think of is that a whale, which is not quite a fish, but close enough,
Close enough.
would not fit in this room. Good as you're getting.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
What kind of whale?
Maybe
A big
maybe a
whale.
baby.
Clarify, big whale would not fit.
A newborn whale.
Small whale might. Big whale.
Might.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
point.
That's like a pound of feathers.
Yeah.
Love the logic. Yeah, I'm Deby. I'm German, and I've played Dungeons and Dragons
5 or 6, I don't want to lie, days.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is going to be very interesting for me, and I will just try. And my fish fact: I went to Kenya once and visited people from the Luo tribe. They like to eat fish, and they believe that if you eat the eye of the fish, it will make you make your eyesight get better.
Okay.
I did not want that. I decided not to eat the fish eye.
I've
A
always,
year later, I had to get glasses.
There's
Totally unrelated, but you know.
I've always said that eyeballs are like the carrots of the seafood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, my name is Simon and I'm from Germany and I played Dungeons and Dragons. I just played one campaign before with Ross as well. So yeah, I have some experience, not a lot, so bear with me. And my fish fact is, when I was in Korea, I ate a whole bunch of sashimi at once. It was way too much. So yeah, they eat raw fish in Korea a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
Cool. What's exactly is sashimi?
Sashimi is raw fish, which is basically served really freshly. So you can choose the fish, they kill it for you.
Oh right. Oh, I see.
Pieces, and then you eat it with soya sauce.
That fresh. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
We're really limiting our audience.
Anyone sweet fish about fish? I'm very sorry though. I thought they were gonna bring me some nice, oh, there's a fish in the ocean that like is really cute, and then we got something.
That is a
Yeah.
Maybe we should switch. Fact is way better.
Okay, so before we get stuck in, I'm gonna just set the scene a little and introduce our world. So, we find ourselves in a parallel Earth, one full of magics beyond our reckoning, shaped by deities existing outside the confines of the living, full of creatures we would recognize as mythical or fantastic. The elves of North Africa, one with the shifting sands, the orcs of the Rocky Mountains in their endless tunnel-like cities, the cat-like tabaxi, protectors of the Amazon rainforest. But in this age of industrial revolution, our story takes us down beneath the cold, unforgiving waves of the Atlantic Ocean, to the city that is its namesake. Down in the pitch black deep at the bottom of a trench, there glows a faint blue-white light. On approach, we see an enormous, sprawling city, surrounded by a dome of magical properties separating the bubble of air inside the city from the crushing pressure of the water outside. The city itself reaches up the cliff-like sides of the trench, north and south, spanned by the biggest and most impressive landmark feature, Paradise Village. The spires of which are surrounded by blimps and zeppelins full of tourists come to marvel at this feat of engineering. After managing to pull your eyes away from the bridge, one's eye wanders to the glowing straight lines tracing their way from the middle of an ancient set of buildings at the highest point of the sea floor section of the city. In two directions, to the east and west, points of the bubble which seem to be energizing, reinforcing the magical door. There is much to explore, and much for our players to discover in this underwater world, bustling with industry and invention. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Thistlebrick Swooshstream, and I have been your humble host on this submersible journey from the floating city of Raftmoor down to the great Atlantia, our final destination. We will reach the dock in around 15 minutes, and if I could ask you all please to have the utmost patience as we wait in the pressurizing station, which we must do before we disembark, which will take a further 20 minutes. Once we are safely within the docking area and have come to a full stop, you may remove your seatbelt and freely move around the cabin as pressurizing takes place. The drinks car through the door behind me will be open if you wish to purchase a refreshment while you wait. The pilot's compartment to the rear is, of course, still forbidden to passengers. Now, my employer, Atlantic Submersible Journeys, would like to thank each of our loyal customers by way of a gift in form of a free ticket to tonight's event in Atlas Square. A night not to be missed, my friends. Stage performances by the most prolific musical artist Atlantia has to offer. Light displays like you've never seen, and not to mention stall after stall of food. Which, if you show this ticket, will get you one portion of chili squid flakes for half price. Either raw and wriggling, or deep fried to your taste. What a deal, ladies and gentlemen. I'll hand out the tickets as you disembark, so do not forget to take yours, and I hope you remember the generosity of ASJ, and I hope to see you aboard one of our fine vessels very soon. I wish you a pleasant onward journey, and a wonderful visit to the fair city of Atlantia. So, for reasons you can decide amongst yourselves, you all find yourselves in a submersible arriving into Atlantia from the top. Whether it was to gather supplies for your place of work, whether you're arriving for the first time, or whether you were meeting some sort of contact, sending a message, that sort of thing. It's totally up to you.
That description was a bit too real, having just come off the very PTSD.
Why don't we go around and just describe to each other what you are seeing as you're all passengers on this submersible. Ollie, what do we see? What do they see when they're looking at your character?
So you see before you a sort of 4-foot-ish little kind of grimy looking rat gentleman in a large brown overcoat. Something under his jacket. Many things under his jacket seem to be bulging. Not like that. There are, protrusions and odd shapes that you would not expect to be the body of a rat person. He's got a little sort of telescopic eyepiece, I guess, like a little, like in Toy Story when the guy's like fixing up Woody, and he gets all intense about it. Yeah, just an intense looking rat. Basically, that's it, with a large uppercut.
You see a rather tall half-elf. He has ash blonde hair. It's rather lanky, doesn't look like much. Dark bags under his eyes. The only really remarkable thing is that every time he kind of moves and walks around, everything clinks and clacks, and his arms and legs are very metallic, and his arms are like these giant artificial limbs that end in this really overly large claws made from dark metal. And he's probably walking around with a few crates with some wine in it or other liquor.
As we do.
Standing next to Leo, you see maybe a couple of foot shorter human who has got long brown hair, some grey streaks through it, as well as a goatee that's got some grey going through it as well. Dressed quite smart, so got a blue waistcoat on, a green shirt, green trousers, and like a long blue cape, clearly trying to match colours a little bit. Standing next to Leo, almost like hiding behind him ever so slightly and to try to get a bit of cover from maybe people that would try to steal what he's got. Protecting what looks to be like maybe a sack of potatoes. Doesn't really seem to be much for most people, but to him, like, he clearly wants to take care of the things he's got. They both seem to be walking in the same direction as they leave the pod.
Then just sitting kind of as best as he can alone in a corner, you see just a wee old man. He's got a kind of bushy white mustache that's going on that kind of goes a bit further down. It's almost into a kind of mutton chop situation that's kind of going on. A little flat cap, not great looking attire, pretty tatty. And he's just kind of sitting quietly, maybe reading a newspaper as he kind of waits for things to go by.
Somewhere trying not to get too much attention by the others sits a sea elf lady who is, for a sea elf, quite tall. Usually sea elves are rather small creatures, but she just holds her weapon clearly with her, big sword. And apart from that, looks like somebody who just doesn't want to talk to anyone.
Sitting next to her is a human, not tall, not small, pretty average, and he has darkish clothes and he's staring in the hall, staring at people, trying to figure out what their purpose is, why did they come to the city, and trying to figure out what they are doing and what they want to do in Atlantia. So he's a rather observant personality on the ship, and clearly involved with the person next to him.
So there is there's a little bit of time before we disembark. So does anyone want to do anything while you're waiting for this submersible to arrive properly and dock, and before you disembark here? The drinks car is open.
Is it just us in this cabin, or is there any other passengers kind of scattered around us?
Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, I would say there's maybe just like maybe 4 more people, so about sort of 10. Yeah, there is 3 of them seem to be a family, so mother, father, and child. Just looking sort of middle class, sort of prim proper. She's got a nice sort of looking dress and is looking a little bit like a little bit down at the people who are maybe looking a bit more shabby. And the last person is another old man, but maybe not quite as white-haired as you described, but hair fading away. Like you can tell that he's like kind of on the older side, just kind of bored. Looks like maybe he's done this trip a lot of times already.
I'm going to speak to Leo next to me. I'm going to put down the sack of potatoes, trying my best not to drop any. Seems a bit cumbersome for me. And I'll say to Leo, would you like something from the drink cart?
Yeah, just give me anything.
Okay, everyone, look, he's speaking to everyone throughout the room. I'm saying, would anyone like anything from the drink cart? Like to treat us on our journey down?
I'll pass. I'll take a beer, thanks.
A beer, excellent. You see me like take out a little notepad and start writing down. A beer. What was it you wanted again, Leo?
Anything.
I should know this by now.
Okay,
Anything?
just for you.
Oh, anyone else?
I take the potatoes.
Thank you. Good to take care of it. Anyone else?
I watch her take the potatoes.
That's fine. We're
Yeah,
friends.
I know. I noticed that you're very protective of the potatoes. I have a drink as well.
Anything in particular?
Anything.
Two anythings and 1 beer. Excellent. Good choice, may I add. Yes.
I would like a beer as well.
Keep things simple.
May I ask, what is your purpose? Why are you traveling down here?
I'm buying supplies for. Well, I'm not really buying it. We're traveling with supplies for our boss. So we're doing that just now. But That's not an important question. Beer, anything else?
Beer is fine. Yeah.
Good, excellent. Don't make your
Beer!
Looking over, that's the older gentleman. So 3 beers, 2 anything. Family, some soft drinks
No,
for the
they
young ones.
just look.
No, thank you. Okay, cool, no worries. Then I purposely walk past the rat. And go straight to the bar and order. So it was three beers, two anything, so anything fancy, and a little red wine for myself, please.
Alright, so coming up. You see, it's Thistle Spring again, so he's just kind of.
And one for yourself, good sir.
Can't drink while I'm on duty, sir.
Not even a soft drink.
Maybe a little something. Thank you very much.
On me. You seem like pull out like a very small coin purse and pay however much is needed there. So.
Yeah, that's quite a lot of drinks.
That's silver a pop, yeah.
Yeah. Silver pop. How many was that?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 7 drinks. So
Yeah,
7
okay.
silver.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm gonna sort of divvy it out as I'm sort of getting.
Yeah, great. Anyone else want to be doing anything while this is going on?
Yeah, I tend to Leo,
I'm sorry.
and I'm like,
Leo!
It's what?
I knew it was you. How you doing? What are you doing with these legs? They're looking all scratched up. You gotta come back to my workshop. These look terrible.
They're not that bad. Okay, maybe, but
Has this guy been beating you again?
no.
You keep telling me that he's not beating you, but I know he's beating you, this prick.
It's not like he would break a finger if he tried, so yeah.
I mean, I'm sure there's... Look at your legs.
What's wrong with them? They walk.
They work, but they look like shit.
I'm the pinnacle of fashion, I know. But give me a
Yeah,
break. Give me a break.
fashion's half the battle, kid. You got a lot to learn.
So coming back to you again, walking over and be like, so you're collecting supplies for your boss, it was?
Yes.
So who is your boss? Who are you working for?
I work at one of the establishments in town. I don't know if you've been there before. Maybe you have. Crinkles.
You mean the pub?
Saying that right? Sorry. Sorry, my bad.
Crinklies.
Crinklies.
Crinkles would be quite a different sort of establishment.
My handwriting is
Maybe
atrocious.
well,
I'm scribbling one wrote down, but yes, exactly.
Crinklies is quite different.
So getting supplies before the big event tonight, just in case anyone comes by.
Interesting.
You know, why'd you ask?
Just out of interest, out of curiosity, you know, I try to, you know, get some connections going, maybe. So,
Well, everyone's got at least one free drink at and then I sort of look a bit upset and myself like, on house from me there, if you want. So,
interesting.
just say my name, and then I start walking away with the two, say my name, and move over and get the rest of the drinks out as I walk back. There you go, Baxter.
Thanks, there's no low. Slow as ever.
I've spent too much money again.
You need to take the money from the people too, you know? Is that how you run the front of the house?
No.
That's why I never get money.
No, the tips.
What?
Slight tips.
The old man in the other corner is like basically just downed it and is like looking at you like another.
Just one per person, and I'm sure you can get. If you pay me, I'll get the rest. Yes.
I'll follow suit down mine. I'll go, another.
A silver each if you want another. I've gave you one for free, so that's enough.
But you're giving out free drinks. I should get another one.
I'm going to do a persuasion check to make him pay me for not just one but two. I'm going to
Yeah,
set
all
the
right.
challenge.
Persuasion.
Well, I think you'll believe I bought you that first drink. So why don't this time you pay for your own drink and then on top of that, maybe a little tip. 16 persuasion check.
You rolled 16.
Yeah. So
All right. So he looks at you and just takes out his money purse and gives you a silver, but maybe doesn't give you the interest that you asked for, unless you want to prompt him even more.
you see like a look of frustration come off the face, but I'm not prompting it any further just now. And I look over and go, a silver piece for your beverage, second time round, sir.
Wait, surprising dexterity, a gold piece gets flipped at your head.
I just catch it.
And
There
it's,
we go.
and
A gold
it's, and it's aiming for your eye.
Do I need to catch this then?
I don't know. Probably just
yeah,
make an attack roll.
Dexterity saving throw
Yeah.
or an attack roll.
Yeah.
Let's.
Do you want me to roll it like
Dex-
an unarmed strike or something, like
Yeah.
an attack?
Yeah, okay, roll an attack roll.
I
yeah,
got
right.
13 here. See if I can catch it. That's not high. That's not high at all.
I didn't roll that well either. 13 for me to hit, but I think I did.
So if they're both 13, that'll just catch it. Like a catch it was in here.
Or we take the hourglass into account.
No, that's too
Our
cool
list
for
is
13.
close.
I think you try and catch it. Everyone can see you trying to catch this thing, but it
Just
just
don't
glances off and it falls. But you can.
You think you catch it, but then everybody hears the sound of it falling on the
It's real cool.
I'm just gonna like slip my foot over and just like caught it. No problem. Oh, I dropped something. 1 second. And then I'm just gonna go down and like scratch my foot and then pick it up like it's no problem. Realising it's a gold piece.
That's enough, yeah.
That's more than enough, sir. Did you mean a silver piece rather than a gold piece?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Thank you for that. Is that a tip, sir?
No, it's not. I'll tell you that.
Oh.
But, and then I'll give you a silver piece.
No worries. Always happy to help. And then I'll go over, get a couple of drinks from 2 friends.
What an idiot.
So yeah, we're going to look at that introduction. Does anyone else want to do anything before we? Because we're about to arrive properly in the city.
Yeah. My character is gonna toss a little coin,
To the witch.
like just in between everyone, which is it's just got a picture of Johnny's character mooning.
A coin that has a depiction of Johnny's character mooning.
Yeah.
Just like into the middle of the room.
Yeah.
All right. Does anyone react to this, or we're just leaving it lie?
I recognise this.
I walk over
I
and
walk
I'll look
away.
at us.
I make sure that the proportions are such that the face is prominent from behind the moon, like peeking round.
Yeah. Okay. Johnny, roll me a perception.
Yeah, that's not good.
I look at it.
11.
Okay. You don't recognize that it's yourself, so I guess you're going.
You just throws a coin.
Do you want to say that out loud?
Can I make a perception check?
Yeah, because you've been observant. You've already said that. If you're looking at it,
Yeah,
no,
I'm
you
looking
can.
at it, I go
Yeah, you
over
can roll
and
perception
go-
too.
Wow,
Where's
that's our. Wow, you're getting real good at this.
That was for you, pal.
Can I see it from where I'm sitting, or would I have to get up to really see?
You can see that it's a coin, but you need a closer look to see what's on
I got the 5. I see.
Yeah,
it. Just see the coin like.
Okay. Then I
Okay.
also walk up and look at it, smirk, and then sit back down again.
Fair enough. Are you? If you said it was for you, are you gonna pick it up or?
Right now my hands are full, but yeah, I will. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I go.
Cool.
Yeah,
So you-
that's mine.
No, not coin. The depiction of.
If that's something you want to do.
Yeah.
All right. So Thistleprick comes back and says, "All right, everybody, we're now going to disembark." And a ramp extends from the submersible, and the door at the hatch opens, and you're all kind of able to walk down the ramp, and you find yourself. If you see on our beautiful map in the middle there,
Oh.
you arrive at the far end over there. So that's
And Edgeton.
Edgeton, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's where everyone
The edge of town.
arrives.
Good.
Well, I mean, you know,
Well, huh?
place names are usually literal to be honest. I think that's pretty realistic. Yeah. So, but as you're going at the door, do you receive the free ticket that's just handed in for this event in Atlar Square?
I'm turning to my friend here and I tell her we should take this. Maybe we find some information out of it.
Take it then.
Coming with me?
I have to.
And then I'll take the tickets. Thank
Yeah,
you,
yeah,
good
perfect.
sir.
Yeah, cool.
Could you just remind me, hypothetically, say I wasn't listening because you were of little import to me. What is this? The square thing? What's that?
So tonight, good sir, we have
Okay,
a great
I'm
celebration.
gonna hold you up there. You don't need to do the whole spiel again. I just want you to give me basic facts, like bullet points. Here, it's here. We're doing this at this time.
Bullet points, sir, no problem. That's my speciality. We are giving you a free ticket for a celebration in Atlas Square tonight, 5 p.m. sharp.
I turn
Do you
around
need
because
more
I hear
information
bullets.
than that?
And
Yeah,
then we walk
who's this we? What is going on? Like,
The city is putting on an event.
are you the city? I thought you were a private organization that do ferry rides or something. What's your relationship to the city? What's your financial cut of this?
Your understanding is correct, sir. We are giving out a free ticket to this event because we feel, as a company, that we value our customers. And we want to encourage our customers to think of our organization with in a good light, so to speak.
Okay. Your whole vibe is off. I don't like you. I don't get you. Like, I don't get any of this. I'll take the ticket. I'll sell the ticket. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but you're weird.
Well, sir, you can take any complaints you have up with our complaints department.
Yeah. What's your name again?
My-
And your badge number.
My name is Thistle Prick Swashstring.
Thistle with an F?
Thistle.
Okay, Thistle.
Thistle like the plant.
Prick.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. It's right in the name. How did I miss this? Okay, perfect.
He just remains like a composure, like he's dealt with these sorts of customers before. He's
Yeah, these sorts of customers.
He doesn't. He doesn't rise to the anger. He doesn't kind of refute it anyway. Just kind of goes along with it. So do you take the ticket in the end?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So you all arrive in Edgeton. There is a train circuit that will bring you round. Goes in a circuit, much like the Glasgow subway system. For those of you who are familiar with that. So you can go one direction or you can go the other direction. So for those of you going all the way to Underbridge, you'll probably have to go take the train all the way around and then walk a little bit from that last stop there.
So is Scribblesley like given?
Any relation to a real place is entirely coincidental. We are not liable for anything.
To the city of Glasgow.
To the city of
Let's do this.
Berlin has a ring bar too, so
It's completely different. It's not Glasgow.
yeah,
Yeah, this is Heinrich Kaiserstrasse.
obviously.
So, what are you guys doing? Are you all heading to transition, or are you?
I think we should actually head into the train. Maybe find some interesting people on the way. I need to find my people.
So, you guys know that you have a contact in Bridges End, which is a tavern in Overlook. So you could go and meet up with them if you so desire.
Yeah, we're gonna do that, eh?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I guess you guys are heading back to Crickley's, which the supplies you've gathered. I don't know, is this... yeah, let's say it is a weekday, so you could probably be, like,
What day of the
on
week?
shift there. Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Oh.
Okay.
So
I hate those.
I think either one is roughly
Yeah.
the same distance. So whatever train actually first comes in, I think we probably jump on.
We can take the second train, so I can smoke in between. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
Just passed out slowly.
I had
What-
to wait the
what-
whole time, okay?
What do we say to quickly if he asks?
What?
Okay, yes, no worries. Yes, boss. So I'm just gonna like be waiting by the train, obviously slightly frustrated, like maybe tapping my foot, but like I'm not willing to speak up about it.
So cool. Great. I would say this is like quite early in the morning, so you've got quite a bit of time before 5 o'clock,
Right.
before the celebration in the square. So,
Where is this one?
I stuffed my ticket, the ticket we got, in between the potatoes.
I'm actually, rather than smoking right now, if we stop off by at this square, we might be able to walk through it to see what maybe the things look like, and you can smoke then, walk. It's a bit of a longer journey, but it might be quite interesting.
You never were there?
Well, no, it's more just to see what the festivities might look like early. No?
Oh,
That's a
you
weird
guys going?
concept.
You guys going to Crickley's?
Yeah, sure.
Can I follow along?
Please, no.
I'm headed out that way anyways, though. It'd be nice to have the accompaniment.
Can we please not?
What?
again? He's vermin. He's a rat.
He can talk.
You're a rat.
We're traveling with food and drink. He's going to steal it. He's going to drink it. He's going to eat it.
This guy.
He is an artist, okay? That's all I know.
You can see me again eat the frustration and just start tapping my foot a little bit quicker.
We can do your little walk through town if you want, and he comes with us. Is that
so okay, the
Compromise.
train arrives going clockwise. So anyone that wants to get on this one.
No.
What
Go on.
direction
Wrong direction.
did the other old man,
Right, yeah, okay.
the other guy that was on the train, is he like heading towards the train, or is when he got off the shuttle, or is he like heading into Edgerton somewhere?
Yeah, he's getting a train. Yeah, he's heading into town.
Okay. Can I I'll take the ticket, but then like sort of skirt my way around a corner and like kind of slightly disappear in the shadows briefly in a corner. That.
Okay. Wait, on the train or
So as I've gotten off the
as you've gotten off the submersible?
I'm trying to find a way to like sneak away a little bit to disappear without being seen.
Yeah, roll stuff.
I am trying to spot him. Can I have
Yeah, you can roll perception.
perception?
Well, I managed to get a 1 there, so
That one.
yeah, that 1.
You you stub your toe on something and just let out a little and then everyone's like just kind of looks at you for a second.
Also, people would actually hear me go, ah, but just with a slightly different tone. To
Oh.
maybe heard.
Okay.
But I'm gonna keep on going.
I rolled
I'm
the-
gonna see.
Okay.
I rolled a natural 20, so I'm picking
Okay.
up.
Oh my
Some
Some of the first rolls of the game are natural 1 out of 20.
So
Incredible.
I'm gonna think that I managed to stealth away.
Right, but he's like on
What
your tail.
you would see
Yeah.
is very briefly the old man visage disappears. You see this kind of cloaked figure, like a deep blue cloak with a hood up, but you probably just spot underneath is an automaton that seems to be made of like porcelain plates with like metal and brass and some bits of wood and stuff in it. It's very finely crafted automaton, who then very quickly becomes a much shorter dwarf with like a big bushy beard and a like kind of cowboy hat on, and just sort of strolls back out as if he's been here the whole time and heads towards the subway, not subway, the train. Not subway.
Yeah, perfect, cool.
I'm holding Alvin's arm
Mhm.
and be like, change of plans. I saw something really weird. You remember the old guy that was cleaning the
Yeah.
coin? The gold coin?
Yeah.
You know the idiot that paid too much? He just changed. It's not an old man. It's something entirely different. It's really weird. I think we should follow him if we can.
Then we follow him.
Is that okay with you?
Sure.
Okay. So I try to pick up and try to follow him.
Yeah, interesting. Okay.
He's still inside.
Are you
That's so scary.
It's just square nowhere. It's just square nowhere. You know the one, the idiot.
Right.
But you love it that he's an idiot. Thanks so much.
Are you heading for this train?
Heading for the train.
The one that's going clockwise. Okay, so you're getting on the train.
Yeah, we're
as
going
well.
on the train.
we're
as
going
well.
on
Cool.
it as well.
Are you heading for the other one if you're going through Atlas Square?
I'm trying to get to the temple actually, so I think
You're trying to get to the temple, so you're waiting for the train that goes
Okay, the other way.
that goes anti-clockwise.
Okay, so we're not getting on that.
No, I guess not.
Yeah.
So everybody getting on
You
the train
watch
is
them
going
walk up to the
anti-clockwise.
train, look at the map. Wait, oh no,
Wait, no.
Hurriedly run to the other side of the station.
Or is it one of those maps that's on the inside of the
Yeah,
train? So
like,
you have to
so like
get
you-
on, and then like, oh no, wait,
And then hurriedly get off. You guys can do what you want with that, but I am literally going to get on the train and then quickly get off it.
Yeah,
The
okay, well,
transporting is your
Yeah,
man.
We're going off.
you're like following.
But I tried to be sneaky about
Yeah,
it. so
yeah.
that
Right,
you-
obviously.
Okay, so now you guys both roll stealth, and you roll perception, I guess, yeah.
Are we watching the other side just here?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Okay, that was a bit better. That was a 27 on perception.
Oh wow, okay. What? Right. Like that's crazy. I don't think you guys are gonna.
27. Okay, let's do.
Now, stealth was right.
So, yeah.
Yours and stuff, yeah.
Trying to.
Really
I know what
conspicuous sword that you've got just clanking back up.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh yeah, you're in like heavy armor as well, because you'd have disadvantage on
Well, I have
Oh,
31 in stealth, so I guess you don't see me.
Oh my goodness. I think because you're sticking together,
Yeah.
I think you definitely noticed that somebody's
Yeah.
also gotten on the train and come off it again, and it's like
At
in the
very-
same
at the
door
very
as
least,
you
somebody
got on and
saw
off.
the CLs, but
Yeah, at the very least, yeah, for sure.
the CF with the big sword. No
Yeah.
way.
So after this train has arrived at the station and left again, oh sorry, this way. Then the next train arrives that's going to take you past Atlas Square and a stop that's near the temple there.
I'm gonna get off then at the one at the same. I guess the same one as you guys.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get off at that one.
Yeah.
Rather than staying on longer. But I'm going to try this time to get off more stealthily than before.
Okay.
Knowing that I'm being watched, I'm gonna try and.
Yeah, so it doesn't take too long to get to that. It's that first stop, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, it's the first stop at Atlas Square. So you hear there is like a kind of rudimentary tannoy system, and you hear coming through the speakers. Next stop Atlas Square. Next stop Atlas Square.
Hold up, does Thistlebrick work here as well?
Wasn't this a Prince?
Is this his cousin?
Excuse me?
They work here. They work in the service industry.
Everyone in the city has a similar accent. That's how regional accents work.
Oh, sorry.
It's also so much easier for me. So yeah, you hear the brakes screeching on this locomotive as it comes to a halt, and the doors slide open. Are you all getting off?
Yeah, disembark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we follow that wolf, don't we?
I think we should.
Or are you trying to be
Figure out.
Yeah, I'm getting off.
stealthy with it?
So yeah,
Or we-
I'm gonna try and stealth.
So the train was quite crowded, but you guys are like having an eye on it.
Yeah.
I don't want to keep making you roll stealth and then keep making you roll perception, but I guess
We just need to do it one more time.
Yeah.
It seemed like Callum splits the stealth. It's disgusting. It's disgusting.
okay, right, yeah, one more time. Yeah, let's go for it.
Okay.
Well, that was a natural 20 for 33.
Seriously? You got plus 30.
Nice moves. Nice moves.
That's insane.
16.
17.
16 and 17 are pretty good, but 33
I mean,
is
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
you're a shadow.
Together.
You're almost invisible.
I think
like,
possibly
it's
as,
bordering on
as soon as I got on the train, I start moving through the crowd.
Yeah,
and I find a
start
packed moment to just sort of switch again into like another generic kind of commoner that's sort of on this train, and then I just keep on moving with it as if just there's a flow to it.
Yeah.
I can't see any cowboy hats. What's going on?
This guy is weird. He just disappeared.
He's good.
Way too good. I should We should figure out who that was.
Mm.
Maybe get another hold of him.
I mean-
We should remember his face.
He was. You noticed him when we got out, right? So
Yes,
he has a ticket.
he has a ticket.
He might.
He might show up
He
there
might
again.
show up.
So let's go to our contact and then let's go to the square again. We need to figure out who this guy was. I think that could be important. Maybe we could, use his talents. Go. Let's see.
So you guys probably want to stay on a couple more stops, get off at Scrubblesly,
So we go
And
on
then-
the train again.
and then make your way up to Overlook, where Bridges End, the tavern is, where you know that you have
Right.
contact.
Yeah.
So you guys are all getting off at Love Square. Right? Are you just tagging along with these
Yeah.
guys? You're just cool.
Well, I'm not tagging along with him. I'm tagging along with Leah.
Great.
Leo
And we're
is
walking opposite sides of Leo right now.
yeah, Leo
So-
is the chewing gum who's keeping everyone together.
And I think I want to just see Atlantis Square.
Yeah,
Atlar.
Atlar.
Atlar Square. Obviously, I was looking what magical things seem to be happening here.
Yeah. So as you enter Atlar Square, it is like a big square, and there's 3 entrances. So you can come in from this side, or this.
Oh, yeah, we're coming up the south by the train station.
And you see that, or you would have already known this because Atlar Square, like a lot of things happen in Atlar Square. You've been here before, you're quite familiar with this place. So in the middle, you see this gigantic fountain with this huge stone statue of this kind of Neptune-looking figure with a trident. He is actually like a merman, like a like sort of traditional merman with the trident, with the big beard, looking kind of regal, and there's a statue of his wife there as well, elven wife. So he's like kind of standing there regal with.
Are they the 2 that created the dome?
Roll me a history check.
No, that's okay. 1 second. Yeah, 9.
A 9. You kind of recognize the name Atlar from like street names and stuff. Like there's Atlar's Square, there's Atlar's Lane, he's all over the place, but you can't recall much about the guy himself.
So
Unfortunately.
despite failing the check, I'm going to try to pull it off like I do know this thing. And I'm going to say, maybe it's the story you heard me say every time when I walk through Legion. Every time I walk through, it's just like, do you know Atlar and his wife, they created the dome just from their raw magical capabilities. It's fantastic. Sure, you don't just look up at the sky and be just in awe by this dome around us, and they need it. As I'm pointing towards them, can I do a deception check?
Deception, yeah.
That is a 20, not natural.
Okay. Yeah. He makes a really convincing argument about this. I don't. Maybe, or if you guys roll history checks,
Yeah.
and then see what you know about Atlar, and then maybe
Wait, what did you roll?
Deception.
What?
he rolls a direct 20.
Okay.
But if you guys roll history and see what
Okay.
you know about Atlar.
Well,
Six.
that's
Leo,
6.
That's a 6.
Love
Okay.
it.
You're convinced
So
by his thing.
convinced.
You're like, oh yeah, of course.
I got
Okay.
15 history.
15. Okay, you know that he was an ancient king of the city and was actually around at the time that the dome was formed. But you don't quite know much more than that. So, yeah.
Can I roll a perception check to see?
To tell if he's lying.
Yeah.
A perception check.
You did one of the two.
So
you can't double up
the
on
thing
me.
you need to know is that I have advantage on perception checks. I also
This is
have,
insight, not
I also
perception.
have -1.
This,
So
is,
the top that I can get is a 19.
this is insight, not
Oh, is it
perception.
insight?
It would. Yeah.
You're
I
trying to
said
but you
both
don't-
-1.
Aye, but you don't.
But for all intents and
Yeah,
purposes,
but my point is.
he's rolled a great deception check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's not much reason for you to roll insight here. He's not. He's being very convincing.
I would always roll insight.
Would you now?
No, he's too. This guy who's a rat racist. Of course, I would always roll insight.
You're just not very clean.
You know what? That's actually kind
That
of.
literally is true. 100%.
I'm kind of leaning towards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he's been really mean towards you. You're gonna be a little bit.
It's a good point. I know this guy. And I know that he's a dick.
All right.
My point is, I would roll insight on him every time, just so that I could call him out on his bullshit.
You convinced me rolling insight.
There's no point. I have -1 for insight. The top that I can get is 19. No, that was the point that I was making.
Yeah, you can't get
I mean, I can roll it if you want. Shall we roll it? Oh, I got a 19. Oh, I got an 18. 20, 20, 20, and I had 2. Okay.
Well, you could always like make a mental note and be like, I need to fact check this.
Yeah.
At some point
I'm not that
later on.
invested.
But in the moment, he's very convincing, and you're like, oh, that could probably.
He's not.
So, is any setup happening in Atlas Square at the moment? Or
Yeah,
or
exactly.
Square,
So there's this big fountain in the middle with this huge statue, but there's also at the far end there is a stage being built. And like kind of preparations being made for some sort of event. So the script wasn't lying. There's kind of people who look like kind of staff just going about and like doing sort of jobs to get everything ready. Food trucks are being sort of brought in. Sort of market stalls are being set up for the evening's event.
Tonight looks like it may be quite interesting. I think we should definitely maybe try come once we finish your shift.
Once we finish, yeah.
Yeah, well, plus half price off. That's like a really good deal. Like, was it
Yeah.
chili squid? Was it?
Something like that, yeah.
I don't know. I'll eat it anyway. Fine.
Yeah,
So it's
sure.
got to be better
No
than your.
I mean, graciously over here, lad, but I agree that squid will be better.
So we're just going to pass through, see if we see anything interesting.
Can I take Leo to one side for a second?
Yeah.
Can I just be like,
Hey, Leo, would you cover for me?
What?
So I'm gonna dash off. I'm trying to prove how dumb this town is. I'm gonna go, and then someone else is gonna come, and like whoever they say they are, you just gotta go with it.
I kind of want to do it, but can you do me a favor later?
Bro, look at me. Look at these hands. These is the only hands that can fix your messed up shit.
So what?
I mean your legs. They look weird. I'm sorry. I'm not very charismatic. But I am good at fixing
So
stuff.
you're slinking away.
Yeah.
What are you?
I'm
going
gonna.
back to somebody else? What?
Yeah. Can I do like a stealth check to get away, and then
Yeah, although to be honest,
I'm like,
you're probably not even paying attention.
okay.
Yeah,
He
no,
doesn't- he doesn't care.
I'm gonna leave and then do disguise self.
Okay.
You probably relieved his job.
Yeah.
And I'm
It's
gonna
great,
come
fine.
back as
My legs are fine, okay?
No, your legs are perfect. Don't worry.
an
It's fine, don't worry.
elderly,
Like you can jump really far with those things.
an
Yes.
elderly elven woman.
Okay.
I've like pulled down my face and duct taped it to my chest and just drawn like with soot a face of a woman, and I've got my pointy ears out. I've got like a polka dot dress on and a wee cardigan, and I've got like really high boots.
I love it.
How does this compare to like the other?
I know. It's like it's beautiful.
Who knows?
Night and day.
Um,
I mean, he's still.
I kind of want to make you roll performance here.
Isn't he?
How well you kind of embody this. This lady.
Performance deception. Yes.
This is not my strong suit. I don't know why. I just have disguise self, and I'm trying to
Like the spell.
Wait,
Are you casting
is it-
the spell, or are you just drawing?
I'm
something?
casting.
No,
the
so
spell.
it's a spell.
It is a spell, but I'm describing what I'm doing.
That's great.
But it is
So
a spell.
that's just to help the spell.
Yeah. I'm drawing myself an outline.
I think we're doing that
Something
instead.
like,
Yeah.
and then it's like morphs into
Yeah,
what
yeah,
it's
yeah.
One
your
of the
intention.
questions
It is a spell.
Exactly.
Magically,
It's
though,
enough.
really.
So-
My goodness.
Do you come back and approach these guys again?
Yeah.
Cool. So you guys see
From the
this-
other direction.
From the
like
other
I've scrambled around to the next street along,
right.
and I'm walking back like slowly with my walking stick.
Incredible.
Yeah. And I'm like, Leo! Leo! It's your grandmother! I heard that you were going to be here. Oh, don't ask how I knew, but Crinkly told me.
Hey, Granny. You look good.
Oh, thank you. I've been doing the yoga.
Yeah.
What big eyes you have? Sorry, no.
Have respect for my grandma, okay?
Sorry, my bad.
So disrespectful.
Yeah.
Who is this oaf?
Oh. I'm Zion Swiftstone. Quite big ears you've got there, man.
How dare you? They are elfin ears.
Granny, don't listen to him. Your ears are totally beautiful.
So it's a
Oh,
How long does this last?
it's a
It lasts a while, yeah.
it's an intelligence check. Yeah. You
Yeah,
need to
it's
succeed
beat
on an intelligence.
Saving
DC
throw or-
17.
Is it saving throw or just
No.
4.
You're totally convinced you've met Leo's grandmother.
Leo, your grandmother.
Yeah.
She has whiskers.
No, she doesn't.
Oh, sorry.
No, they take down.
Take down, sorry. No, whisper.
That my facial hair comes in now.
Sorry, man.
that happens when people get old.
I am 790 years old. You cannot comment on my facial hair.
Shall we cut from this scene?
Sorry.
Let's move on. Let's cut over to you, Callum.
Okay, I mean, what I'm doing is probably not terribly complicated. I am kind of making my way through dressed as a kind of fairly sort of regular commoner woman, nothing terribly remarkable about my attire, like a kind of thick
Cowboy
woolen
hat.
dress. I'm not sure what folks wear around here, maybe a little bonnet. And I'm just making my way through, and I'm heading towards the main gate of the temple. That's what I'm sort of trying to get my way
Okay.
towards.
Yeah.
Sort of
You
just-
you make your way there without too much difficulty. What you see in front of you is there are two guards posted on each kind of side. There is a wall around a stone wall around this complex, maybe 10 feet, 10, 15, 10, 10, 12 feet high. But at this point, the main kind of entrance, the wooden gates are actually open at this point. But there is like a kind of control point where there are a couple of guards stationed there at a sort of desk, and they're kind of checking people in and making sure that there's kind of order.
So I'd maybe just sort of spend a little bit of time at the side, just sort of taking all that in, trying to work out what are they giving any documents over as they're kind of going in, or is it fairly straightforward for people to walk through? Is there much of a rotation to the guards? I'd probably take quite a while, sort of sneaking away in a corner, just trying to clock some relevant info about how difficult it is to get through this gate, basically.
Do you want to roll investigation?
I can do that.
Yeah.
17.
Okay, cool. I think you get a pretty good idea of, the guards do have a rotation. They are kind of on shifts, but these guards at the at the entrance, kind of checking people in. They haven't moved. They're probably gonna be there for quite a while still.
And do people going in? Do they like? Are they patting them down? Are they showing anything like as like identification or anything? Like.
Yeah, some people do have an identification card that they are kind of showing, but there are people that just go in and then get sort of a visitor's pass, a kind of elaborately decorated piece of paper. That's like hard to sort of fake, basically.
Okay.
It might have some very light sort of magical properties. Yeah, they are just being checked in, and you can kind of tell that they're being asked a couple questions. They are being sort of patted down, and yeah.
Okay. Is there any nearby pubs, like, or kind of drinking establishments or something of the like that? I don't know.
Yes. Yes.
Maybe a cafe, I guess, as well. I'm not sure what the kind of vibe is of this bit of town.
Yeah, you could probably find a nice sort of thing equivalent to a sort of cafe.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to make my way over there before I kind of get in, again, sort of sneaking a little bit out of the way so I'm not seen. I'm going to kind of slightly kind of gussy myself up a little bit.
Okay.
Maybe a little bit more cleavage is on show. I'm looking a bit more flirtatious. And
Yeah.
I'm going to make my way to the cafe and I'm going to try and sort of take a little scan around. Is there any kind of like individual, like kind of guys by themselves, anything like that, just at this cafe? Who look like of the type that were the ones that were showing identification.
Okay. Yeah. So there is a couple of families. There's not many people in here. It's a small space. And there's somebody just kind of giving out sort of, there's somebody at the counter sort of giving out drinks and things. There's just one guy kind of working there. So there's two sort of families that are kind of fussing with their kids. But there is one guy who looks like a little bit fussy. He's got like a lot of kind of books and papers. He's got little glasses. This is actually a native aquarian. He's like a kind of seahorse.
Okay.
He's got kind of humanoid appearance, but this sort of seahorse head and these tiny little glasses, and he's just kind of muttering to himself with surrounded by sort of books, and is sipping sort of a hot drink there.
So having clocked him, maybe before I've fully kind of gone into the space,
Yeah.
I'm going to quickly leave again. Return this time, same kind of attire, but I am a lady seahorse. I don't know if that's kind of just the seahorse, but
Okay.
it's nice here. But we're going for something of whatever I imagine a very attractive lady seahorse would look like.
Interesting.
What do you imagine?
I am not certain what seahorses look for, so it's probably a bit of a gamble.
Great.
Wow, you describe it to us.
You don't have to describe it.
It's pretty much the same person I was before, but with a
But
seahorse
with
head.
seahorse.
That's the comparison.
This guy would not know as to whatsoever. He was like absolutely in the papers and
Also
books.
can get pregnant.
They take care of the babies.
Oh.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
That could be my fact.
But that could have been your fact in the beginning.
Sure.
So do you approach this guy? He's
I'm
not
gonna
making
make my way in, and I'm gonna, as I walk over to him, I'm actually gonna accidentally bump into him and bump into his table and knock over the books.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
Oh.
I'll just clean all this up. And he goes to kind of.
Sorry. Hello. I'm Matilda. What lovely to meet you.
Matilda, yes. My name is Minden. Minden Swirbles, at your service. He goes to shake her hand.
I'll shake his hand. Yeah. You don't see many seahorses about. It's lovely to see him. Huh?
Yes, that's true, actually.
I'm so sorry for your books. Can I buy you a coffee?
Yes, of course. I'm a bit busy at the moment. I've got a bit of a schedule. I need to be in the temple library in about 20 minutes. I just have to get my notes in order.
So while I'm chatting to him, can I attempt to steal his item? I'm going to continue to be flattering with him, and I'm just chatting away, and I'll buy him a coffee and stuff. But I'm spending like a little bit of time just chatting away and trying to also find the opportunity to clock him.
Sure. Okay. Let's do a charisma check first of all, and then sleight of hand to try to.
Like, are we talking persuasion or deception or?
Intimidation.
No, I'm going straight charisma. Just see how well this interaction is going.
I mean, it's a 5.
Okay, so I don't know if your intent by this like lady seahorse was to kind of.
I'm trying to hit on him.
Yeah. He's not picking up on that whatsoever.
right.
But roll me a sleight of hand to see if you can successfully steal this ID, because that's a whole different thing.
That was a 24.
Okay, yeah. You're managing to distract him some other way. You can tell that he's not picking up on this sort of like lady seahorse thing. You
While
might-
I'm also chatting, I'm trying to kind of get a little bit of feel for him. So his name, what he does, just general chit chat.
Yeah.
Trying to get a feel for him.
You're interested in where I work? Well, yes, I actually I work up at the Skyport. It's very interesting. Yes, yes, I'm the assistant
What's his
to
name again? Sorry, just
Minden.
Minden.
Yeah, he's just a kind of PA, personal assistant, sort of to the manager of the Skyport, and you can kind of like scan across some of the documents, and they look like they might be sort of schedules, timetables of when like ships are coming in and leaving and things like that.
That sounds like quite an important job. Oh,
Well, yes, of course.
You've got to be a bright seahorse to be doing that.
Oh, well, thank you very much. But yes, I do need to leave. I'm terribly sorry.
It is so hard to find bright seahorses around here. You know, There's not very many of them.
Yes, well, my second cousin was a very bright seahorse, a very orange-coloured seahorse.
That is impressive. Not quite as impressive as your colour, but that's.
Yes, well, this blue is quite nice, but the brightness of the orange was very illuminating.
Sorry.
So he does kind of gather up his things and starts to leave and head. You can see him sort of heading over.
Maybe I'll see you around sometime.
Maybe you will. Maybe he's coming to the Skyport. And maybe you see me around. I'm really in a hurry. And yeah, he sort of runs off.
Cool. So what I'm then going to do, I'm going to head out. I'm going to find another quieter spot, and I'm going to become Milden.
Minden.
I'll become Minden.
Okay.
Is his surname on his ID as well?
Yeah.
What is this? What is his surname?
Swervels.
Swervel.
It's Minden and Matilda.
So once I've seen him leave, I'm then, as Minden, going to make my way to the gate.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. And we'll come back to you in a minute. Right. Let's go over to you guys.
Yes.
So you've made your way through Scrubblesley and up to Bridges End.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Bridges End is a nice looking sort of wooden building, quite well kept. It's somewhere that is quite well frequented by tourists. But the bridge is a highlight of the city, so they do it does have this kind of great view of the bridge. Yeah, as you sort of enter, you're kind of looking around, and you see someone. Yeah, I think you would recognize them by the symbol that they kind of are wearing on their shoulder, or on a kind of brooch that's clipping a sort of cape that they're wearing. And yeah, do you head over to them?
If they're talking to me, okay. No sudden movements. And I'm moving over to
Great
them.
talker. Never mind.
Then I'm moving over to them, and I try to speak in thieves' cant, like subtle.
Okay.
We are here on a mission, and I need your assistance. Can we get a place to talk?
I glance at them deadly.
But yeah.
Are you going for like intimidation?
I mean, they can't really see it because he's trying to stay in front of me.
I try to, stand between.
Okay,
To not
back
start.
in
I'm just annoyed because I don't get to talk.
okay, back in Thieves' Cant, she's gonna say, all right, I'll get us a room in the back, and just kind of nods towards the one of the staff and like leads you through to a room where you can kind of close the door and you know that you won't be disturbed in here.
So, we hear an official business by you know who, and we have this really difficult job ahead of us, and we might need your help. So just that you're aware of it, we're in the town, and we probably need your assistance at one point. Okay? Actually, I didn't even ask your name. What's your name?
You can call me Ease.
Ease. Okay. So have you been stationed long here?
Yeah, I've been about. I've been stationed in Atlantia for quite a few years now.
That's good.
I got a message for you from the boss.
Okay.
By the way, you're
Let's
you're
hear
looking at a tiefling woman.
Tiefling.
So kind of red skin with these horns, and yeah, she's wearing sort of nicer clothing. She looks like she's kind of been sort of well paid for something new recently, and it's kind of splashed out. So yeah, sorry, what were you?
Is it personally? Should we talk in four eyes? Or is it fine if my partner's hearing it as well? You know who she is, right?
We know each other.
Yeah. Yeah, you might actually already know.
Yeah, I've been.
You've been around for a bit longer, right?
But I've never talked to her.
Right, yeah, okay, just through
Because
like,
that's the thing. That
right, you just know about boss wants you in Atlas Square tonight. Something big's gonna go down.
We will be there. Is there any more information that we need to know other than being at the place?
All I know is you've got to wait for the signal. I don't know what that is. You're gonna have to suss that out for yourselves.
Got it. One thing. While we're traveling here, there was one person that had an incredible skill at just disappearing, and I can't start to describe what kind of creature it was in the first place. It was incredible. Did you hear anything about a person like that being here with this kind of skill set?
Someone that can change into other personalities, so to speak.
Basically, yes. Changing into another being entirely.
I've heard that skill, but I haven't seen anyone with it. I haven't heard anyone that has that sort of skill for quite a while, actually, in Atlantia.
Could you keep your ears up and, search a little?
Yeah, I will. That's quite interesting information.
We need people with these kind of skills. We have skilled people already, but we need people with this kind of skill for our job as well.
We could probably put a few feelers out, look for new recruits, that sort of thing.
That would be perfect.
Speaking of which,
Yes.
I got something for you. I think this mission might be a little dangerous, and I thought I'd earn your loyalty, so to speak. And he brings out a couple of coins with maybe special properties.
Well, hopefully not the
Is it?
There's a whole bunch of them around us.
They both have a depiction of Zion.
There was a big while where Zion had to make his money in 3 people.
Yeah, I didn't make that. That's all that kind of thing. Some of them aren't just the butt.
And she hands you these things. And tells what they do. Basically, what you can do with these is you can either, just by thinking about it, turn it, make it glow red or green.
Okay.
Red, you're in danger. The other one needs your help. Green, all clear. If you end up splitting up, it could be very useful.
This is quite handy. We will definitely use this for the job.
This might save your life. Good.
It probably will. Are there any more people on the square with us? Is it just us?
From our organisation,
Yes.
just you guys.
Okay, I need to be really careful about this. I'm not sure if the boss is gonna be happy if we miss whatever sign he's gonna send. Thanks for your services and for this. No problem.
I don't like your talk about earning trust. I've shown my trust to the company before. But I like the talk of danger, so I'll take the offer.
I like you.
I know.
Yeah, and should we go to the square then?
Sure.
It's still kind of sort of afternoonish at this point. It's a fair walk up from Scribblesley up to Overlook because it's a winding sort of path. Overlook is kind of on the cliff, so you are kind of climbing upwards. So
We actually gonna stop by at the temple gate as well.
you're gonna go past the temple.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe you guys are chilling out with ease for a little bit longer and then making your way.
Yeah.
That's fine. So, shall we go back to this this awkward encounter in Atlantia Square? Wind back in time slightly earlier in the day. So Leo and his grandmother are going
Leo.
to dine.
Do you want me just to leave you to spend some time with your grandmother? I'll maybe wait like a couple of maybe just heading over by the statue of the Atlanta.
No, it's alright.
Atlar, sorry about that.
No, it's alright.
Can I just ask how far from Atlas Square is Crinkly's?
It's Crickley's.
Quickly.
Crickley's is an underbridge, so it's quite a few train stops away, and then a little bit of a walk.
So our plan is to walk and take the last couple of stops and then keep walking.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how long do you think that would take us roughly?
You coming
probably
with us? I
Yeah.
had no idea your grandma's coming to the shop.
maybe 20 minutes to get to the stop, and then another sort of 15-minute walk after that.
Granny,
Sure.
where's your retirement home? Do you need to get back there?
Leo!
You don't know you have to.
Where was
I don't want to space for you.
You talking to me in this way. I have come across my grandson,
Yeah.
and it is so good to see him and his squidgy cheeks.
No. Too far. I put your hand
like
off.
back off.
Can I do an insight check at that? Because that's quite a strange thing to not let your grandmother do. It's your grandmother.
I feel like a lot of people would be like, no, I don't want somebody pinching my cheeks.
Yeah, okay.
It's a natural thing for a grandmother to do, and it's a natural.
Thing to reject.
Exactly.
That's true. He's
You're not
got
holding on to this. You're
no.
no way around.
Clutching his trousers.
I feel like if he caught the man deception, I think I should catch it. But yeah, no. There you go.
Wait, but I didn't catch your reception.
Carry on.
Yeah.
No, he didn't.
Yeah.
He believed you.
He's still catching me. Yeah, kind of.
Or you guys were just kind of stopping at Atlar Square for a brief moment and then getting back on the
Yeah.
train to get to your
Yeah.
shift because you're like it's
So we're walking towards the train station again.
you got supplies with you that you
Yeah,
can train to the shop.
But stop by the ground.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I'll not keep you then if you're not excited to see your grandmother. I understand.
Grandma, I'm working. If you want a meal, okay, but
Yeah, it's okay.
I have a life. You
It's
do
okay,
too.
Leo.
And I wanna.
It's just, I think it would be nice if you walked around to the bungalow from time to time.
I can visit you on Sundays.
Just once in a while. I know you're very busy, I understand.
I am.
but I miss you.
I don't think I've ever been more awkward in my life. You see me holding onto this sack of potatoes, which I'm still carrying. So, like my face is red. I have no idea where to look.
Okay.
Sure you don't want me walking ahead?
No, you stay here. You stop everything.
The food starts tapping.
Okay, it's fine. I understand.
Okay. Goodbye, Grandma.
And I'm like, hey Leo, I thought you were gonna be cool, bro.
I don't know. Up to you.
It's cool. Are you having a good time seeing how stupid this guy is? That's what this was all about. It's just stroking my ego.
Okay, he's switching back to his normal voice. You can roll. You can roll.
I'm
No,
whispering.
I know I have 1,000-yard stare.
You can roll. You're looking in the other direction.
I'm staring ahead like, oh my goodness. Like I tried to shut myself off. Yeah, sure, disadvantage. Perception, yeah. 15. That was with disadvantage, yeah.
Oh really? Okay. Yeah, you can tell that like the grandmother's voice has changed. So you're, but I don't think you catch on quite that it's.
I turn back into my rat form and I'm
Really?
just like, fuck you, Zion! And then I leave.
You just scurry off. Perfect. Brilliant exit. Enjoy it thoroughly. Okay.
So, like, first it was your uncle, then it was like your second cousin, now your aunt. We're all rat people, or the one rat person. Yes, I'm curious what was going on.
Over the last few days.
I don't know how many of those vermin are around. Yeah,
And you keep pulling for it.
Yeah.
Surely you should have like quadruple advantage.
No.
It's just like not sinking in.
Yeah, that's why I'm really okay with you treating Franklin like that. Seriously.
it's just your family.
He's not found, no. But maybe
But he
I
pretends to
have.
be.
Wait, I'm not valid. No.
You're gone. You're gone.
I'm not gonna lie, this is a strange like friendship you have with Franklin. I'm not sure I'm happy with him being around the pub or around us, but okay. No worries. You do you. Can we at least just go now?
I'm okay with having you around, so what?
Oh, that hurts actually.
So as you sort of,
Yeah.
are you sort of leaving the square and heading towards
Yeah.
back towards the train station?
Yeah, to
We have to work something.
So as you're sort of leaving Atlas Square, you see that kind of marching in are these figures who are kind of moving like this, and appear to kind of not quite have a face, but like are wearing these kind of white porcelain masks basically. But they're being led and they're being like checked in. Somebody's like got a checklist and is like counting them. So they're kind of humanoid figures, and they seem to be sort of kind of automatons, but maybe not quite in the same sort of style as you, but and are being ordered around and like are lifting sort of heavy things and bringing them over, and doing that sort of work. So as you sort of leave, you see them sort of marching in the square. So and you're getting the train out to the edge, and then I did name all these train stops, but the names are somewhere. I'll
Tomorrow.
find them for next time.
So I've said before, Crawley should really be hiring some of those automatons to do this job for us. Like we're travelling all across the city just to get some potatoes which don't grow down here, and some wine and ale. Is it really worth that massive journey? It's paying us the whole time when we can just get a robot to do it for us.
I mean, I get paid, so I don't complain, but I get your point. I don't. No, let me rephrase it. I don't get your point. You're carrying a sack of potatoes. I'm carrying.
Potatoes are heavy. Do you make carry potatoes as well? That would be really helpful. No, I think we're fine with the ratio we've got at the moment.
Okay.
But you know, they can carry like all three for us. And we could just like, you know, have a beer and do nothing.
But I don't get paid for that. So.
Okay, well, I've already spent like my wages on those people in the pub.
Yes,
Or
that
the
was
travel.
the.
So
That
really, I've lost money
What
from
was
this.
going on? Like, why?
They know Crawleys now. They might come and be more customers, more tips. There's a plan to it all. Don't worry, it's fine.
You're not his marketing team. You're his waiter.
Well, I pretty much work off tips. You get paid. I kind of work off tips. So I need this sort of thing.
You could be paid, but you didn't. You're not standing up for yourself. You should do that sometime.
Maybe you should stand up for me then. That would sort of the situation. Like, you know, he shouts, and I don't really like it when he does that. Whereas you shout louder, so that would solve the situation.
I can talk with him, so he's.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Like, even if it's just like a copper piece a day, like anything's fine.
So you guys are like having this conversation
Yeah.
as you're traveling. You're on the train. You're walking, and you finally get to Crickley's, yeah, as you sort of enter, Thaddeus Crickley is there, kind of in a shadowy corner, and he clocks you immediately. He's been waiting for you. He knows the rough sort of time that you were meant to arrive, and you see this figure, kind of stooped. He is a native Aquarian as well, and he has the form of an angler fish. So he has this like kind of huge jaw with these sharp teeth and this kind of angler sort of light in front of him, that kind of dangles in front of his face. So he's got a kind of top hat. He's got a kind of long coat, and he's always carrying a cane that he kind of leans on when he walks. And he sees you two coming in, and he's like, "Ah, Zion, Leo, I've been expecting you. Come in and start working immediately. We need you in the back."
Any customers here already?
Yes, of course. He
Where?
gestures to like one single customer.
Yep, that will be a hard shift. Yeah.
It's just like a halfling on a bar stool, just dangling their legs. It's like had a few already. Get to work! Chop, chop! And he bangs his cane on the ground.
Right away, Mr. Crickley, right away. And I start like sort of rushing through with the potatoes, like putting them into the back, and then brushing down my waistcoat, coming back through, like quick, we're gonna get in trouble.
Okay. I walk through, put the crates down, go halfway motivated to my cooking station. Chop, what is more?
Hello and welcome to Crickley's. It's great to meet your acquaintance today. Is there anything that I can get for yourself? Something to drink, something to eat, perhaps both? Drink, I assume.
Hi.
Hi,
Who are you?
I'm Zion. I'll be your waiter today.
Oh.
Could I get you something to eat, something to drink? As I said before, perhaps both. We offer rooms as well.
Food.
Food,
What
yes.
kind of food have you got?
We have a couple of specials on today. There's fish and chips, which is like fresh fish of the day, caught, quite nice. There's quite nice calamari rings, which is always good. We've managed to bring in some fresh potatoes, so you can have any variation of that you want. What else do we have? You see
Fish and chips.
Fish and
Fish and
chips.
chips sounds brilliant.
And of course, to watch that down, you'll be, of course, needing, looking toward them expectantly to respond.
He kind of looks at his glass, which is still quite full.
I can offer you another half on top of that, of course.
Another half. One.
You've got to treat yourself sometimes. And I'll sort of scurry back and quickly say, fish and chips, yes, fish and chips, and then start quickly pouring the pint and
Yeah,
getting
cool.
in the service.
So- As you're doing that, there was a customer that you've not seen yet that was kind of sitting in a sort of shadowy corner. And as you kind of glanced over when you came in, you didn't quite clock them. But they're sort of older gentlemen, sort of wild hair, swept back hair. Also with a kind of wild look in their eye. They look a little bit, if you looked at them, you'd want to sort of look away. Sort of demeanor about them. Just sort of simple sort of clothes on. And then looks at you and pulls something out of his bag and looks at it and looks at you. And just comes over and points at you and is like, "It's you."
Yes, it's me. I'm your waiter today.
No.
There-
You murdered my family.
I look completely
Know those
perplexed.
eyes. Know that face.
I I don't think I've ever looked so appalled, like, and just confused in my entire life. I'm like, sir, I don't know what you could possibly mean.
My family! And he like slams down a photo in front of you. It's like burned around the edges. My wife and my child. You saw them die. I saw them die at your hand.
Do I recognize these people?
You have no idea.
I don't know what to tell
He
you.
lunges at you.
I'm going to be like, Leo! As I'm sort of like trying to duck down away from him. So if he's hitting me, I'm not trying to stop.
He's going for a grapple, so opposed athletics check, I think.
Yeah, well, that's not going to go well.
Well,
-1, let's see what I get here. Roll on this, and I'll see. Oh, I got 15. Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah, they only rolled a 4, so so you managed to kind of evade this grapple, but he is like kind of lunged over the bar and like trying to sort of come at you with a wild look. He's just shouted, Leo, are you?
yeah, I'm going.
Are you coming to help?
I heard that high pitched scream. I'm coming.
This is off the currents.
Yeah,
Happens
cool.
from time to time.
And I think we're gonna have to roll our first wild magics.
4. Don't know what 4 does.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, you died.
So as I'm saying, Leo, I'm sort of backing away and
Yeah.
round.
So
My
what's
arms are
kind
up
of-
high.
What's going through your mind in this moment?
So, what size this gentleman is? He human? Is he halfling? What? tell me
Yeah,
about-
human.
Okay, so I assume he's probably taller than myself, probably in the shorter end of things. And quite quickly, I'm sort of carrying down. The one thing I think is Mr. Crawley's going to have a fit if he finds out, or not Crawley, sorry, but Mr. Crickley is going to have a fit if he finds out that I've like caused some trouble. So I'm fearful of what the anglerfish will do to me. So I've got that maybe in my mind of of his punishment. So maybe that's what's going through.
Okay. So you feel like coursing through your body, there's like magic there. Your eyes start to glow, and basically what happens is you feel yourself start to kind of turn to rubber.
Leo!
As you feel like you don't want to,
What's going on?
you don't want to like cause any damage to anything.
Okay.
So you're
Yeah.
like sort of like you're not gonna like cause any damage because you're just gonna bounce off.
So I get grappled, no problem then. Yeah. Just cool.
But that is the slow process. It's like starting to happen in your hands, and you can feel it, and you're like fighting to stop this, and you're like,
Not again, not again, not again, not again, not again, not again. I can't stop this. Leo, help me.
Yeah, I'm going for a grapple on the guy to get him
yeah,
off.
okay, right, yeah. So another opposed athletics. I think you can use strength though.
Oh,
So-
amazing. That wasn't
Whoa,
one.
then I-
Wait,
what-
no,
No, now one.
Let's say.
Oh.
Oh, but anyway.
Yeah.
But still,
You're
they
not-
got
Yeah.
Still good.
they got
To
15.
be fair,
It's a 6, but
she
it's
clicked the wrong button.
She did
So-
click the wrong button.
You clicked the wrong
She
button.
pressed acrobatics.
Yes. I'm sorry, this looks so like.
This
So,
is
yeah.
the digital
Is it not the
equivalent of a cock
exact
dance.
same thing? Is it not the exact same plus?
It's not.
No,
No, it's
One's
not.
got +5.
It's
one's got
completely
+2.
different.
I mean, Leo probably still had potatoes in his hands, so you know.
Oh, so it would be like, rather than a 6, it would be like an 8.
It would be an iron.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah. I'm bad at it.
No, I don't allow it.
Yeah.
Eight. So although
I have
they are very distracted in trying to grapple you, so let's roll with advantage rolling.
Yeah.
That means
It's roll one more, and then if it's higher, then we take the
I
higher.
have the right one this
Yeah.
time, right? Okay, cool.
Ah,
Better.
yeah.
17.
17! Perfect. Okay, so you managed to sort of wrestle this person off, and are you just kind of taking them out? And
Yes,
getting
I'm
rid of them?
carrying pound. It's
Yeah.
like I'm in
Yeah.
bouncer mode, I'm going to throw that guy out. Like, I don't care
Yeah.
what he does.
Still turning
Are
into
you
rubber.
still in his...
You're you've been like slowly. Your hands are kind of been slowly turning to rubber.
Go T-Rex in.
Yeah. But I think maybe once the threat has passed, you're kind of like calming down and it's fading away. It's fading away again.
So it's okay, Mr. Quickly. Leo's handled it as per usual. We're fine. We're fine.
Yeah, exactly. Like quickly comes over and it's just this guy is like screaming like, and it's just like kind of going crazy.
Did he leave the picture on the sort of table as
Yeah,
it's
he
up there? I'm gonna take it.
Yeah, you do take it.
I'm gonna sort of put it into like sort of waistcoat pocket. We'll still with the rubbery hands, so it kind of struggles a little bit.
You can pass the picture.
Oh, look at this.
Well, we don't see it.
Oh, sorry. Oh, I do, because I'm looking through the window. I'm watching all this.
And you get a really intense feeling that that man was sincere and genuine, but you have no recollection of what he talked about whatsoever.
I sort of spend maybe about 10 seconds trying to refocus myself before Leo would come back in.
Yeah.
And then try to put a face back on like, well, Leo, thank you. As per usual, you've saved me. A round on me?
Where did you leave this guy, by the way?
I just kicked him out. I was like, yes,
Just
sir,
kicked him
kindly
out.
fuck off. And
Okay.
Did he say it?
literally kicked
He's
him.
yeah. He roll intimidation actually.
Okay.
Click the wrong one.
Yeah. 16.
16.
That's pretty good.
Okay, I think he's maybe thinking now in this moment it's not worth trying to come back in and do this again. So he's gonna kind of mushroom to himself, kind of trying to convince himself that he did see the real person. Yeah, so he is gonna leave, and quickly comes over and is like to you guys. What was that?
It's just somebody clearly just had too much to drink. I don't know what's the case. On that note, a drink on me, Mr. Quickly. Then I'm going to go over and I'm going to pour the strongest drink possible and start drinking it before I even ask. I get what they want.
That's coming out of your wages.
Yes, no, I'm saying I'm paid for all three, but yeah, sir, yes, Mr. Quickly. And I quite quickly stall myself and saying a sarcastic comment.
Alright, as long as it doesn't affect your job performance, Mr. Swinson.
Never. Leo, did he say it loud enough for Mr. Quickly to hear, or was it just us two there?
I think the halfling at the bar is just, he's not going to remember anything. But did Mr. Quickly? No, he was too involved in whatever business he had going on his desk.
Did Leo hear?
Was he screaming in my arms as I carried him out?
Yeah, I think, yeah. 'cause
He was
yeah,
screaming murder.
yeah, he was screaming murder.
But that's it.
Yeah.
So Friday
Done.
Before. So, are you okay? You look a bit shaken up. Bit more
Yeah,
than usual.
yeah. He's sort of almost like putting my hand over the sort of breast pocket of my, trying to get myself back in order again. Yeah, I don't know, drink. I don't know what that was, but
And now I'm working, sharp knives and all that.
yeah, no worries. Well, I'll have one for you then. No worries, and I sort of pour
Okay.
another one. And kind of
Looks like mine.
And we're gonna cut from that to Ollie. Where have you scampered away to?
Oh, wait, we're cutting? I'm just back at the flat.
You're back at your
Yeah.
home.
Just chilling.
You're just chilling.
Well, can
Are you going for like a sort of trash run?
Yeah. I mean, I always stop by all the best skips on the way back to the flat.
Yeah, of course. Is it somewhere in Scrubblesy, or is it over in the?
I actually don't remember. I think Scrubblesly makes the most sense.
Yeah, it's
From
more
a
the kind of.
standpoint, like knowing what's gonna happen in Scrubblesly.
It is in the kind of industrial
Yeah. I think
area.
that
So there's
makes-
lots of factories in Scrubblesy. Yeah.
That definitely makes the most sense. My flat is sort of under a tiled roof. Basically, I've sort of made my own attic in a stone building that didn't have an attic originally. Like I've sort of scrambled through it. There's a chimney that's like the central point of my flat. But I've invented this thing which is like really thin foil made of metal. It's like this foil, like usually of tin, or sometimes aluminium if that's been invented yet. I don't know. And I've wrapped it around this central pillar, so it's a really good like heat source for me.
Some insulation.
Yeah, it's like insulation, and I usually just like chilling out on the roof, like a couple beers.
If you're going around sort of your regular sort of trash spots that you like to
Oh yeah,
find
sorry,
stuff in,
I got
then
it.
roll me investigation.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I didn't mean to press it twice. That is a 24.
24.
Yeah.
Okay. Normally, bits and scraps of like paper don't usually catch your eye. It's usually bits of like machines that have been discarded or whatever. But this particular scrap of paper looks like it's been it's like really high quality like parchment, and find that slightly odd, as this is like an area where people aren't going to be writing notes on this sort of thing, and it's also kind of burned around the edges, so it looks like maybe somebody's tried to get rid of it, and I'm going to give you something. And this is what you read on the notes. I don't know if you can actually read that.
Is it good?
No.
That's like written in German.
Isn't it?
Don't read it out loud.
You can read it out loud if you want.
Oh, shall I? My wife has begun to suspect. ... Something had to win her to something sooner than expected. Things are moving fast. The time is almost upon us. We are putting a lot of faith in you. I hope you do not disappoint. Remember Thatchley and Remember Thatchley and be reminded of what happens to those of us who slip up and make mistakes. Best burn this letter when you have finished reading. Yours sincerely, K.S. No, K.S. How high quality is this parchment? Like, do I think I can make something out of this?
I should probably take a note of that KS stuff, but this looks like really high quality paper. Except for some.
To use the toilet paper.
Oh yeah, what's that? 7-ply.
So are you just chilling out until 5 and
Yeah, I think I'm just chilling in my flat for a bit. I don't know. From my flat's like on the edge of Scrimbleslee.
Sure.
Can I see Atlas Square, or there's too many like industrial buildings in the way?
If maybe you can climb to the top
I
of
mean,
your
I'm
chimney.
on the roof, like that's where my flat is.
Yeah, okay. Sure.
You don't need to see it, like.
No, you can see it from a distance. But I mean, it's gonna be small. It's gonna be, you can't really make out any like individual.
Yeah,
people.
I'm just like, does this rat really care? He didn't trust the weird P&O guy, like.
That was a me.
I mean,
You're the weird P&O guy.
Because I used to work at Pino. Zion didn't.
half price chili squid flakes.
Oh, okay, yeah. As a person, I'm on board. As a character,
No, sure. Okay.
half price shit.
So, sorry, Callum. In fact, no. Yeah, let's come back to you actually. So you've been you're going for this
so
temple.
I'm now.
You're Mervyn
I look like Minden.
Minden. Yeah.
Uh-huh. And I'm just joining the queue to get into the temple.
I feel like if you look like him, you've got your ID. I think you get in with no problem. To be honest. Yeah, I think that's totally fine. So yeah, you arrive in this sort of temple like complex. It's actually quite large. There's lots of different buildings that serve different purposes.
I guess maybe as I go past the guards,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, hello, I'm Minden. Nice to meet you. Do you get a lot of tourists through to the temple?
Tourists, no, we don't actually get much tourists. There's sometimes one or two tourist groups that are being led by specific tour guides that are approved by the temple here. But no individual tourists are allowed.
Of course.
They must be in a
We've got to
pre-approved.
protect the temple. I understand.
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, that's good. That's good. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
I guess I'm just going to spend some time wandering the areas that I'm allowed to wander of the temple, just looking around, trying to clock anything that seems just trying to get a feel for the space, really. I'm sort of sneaking around a little bit.
Yeah, so there's
As Minden the whole time.
yeah, there's various sort of smaller sort of administrative buildings, or like you see sort of mages walking around in groups, like kind of discussing things and making their way to somewhere else. So but there is also like one of the bigger buildings is actually, you realize, a library, and I guess you think you maybe could get some information.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's definitely one of the places that you would be be granted access to. You reckon that you're not going to be granted access with this ID card into the main like cathedral sort of building that's on the middle of, like, this is all on a kind of low hill, so everything is kind of gradually rising up until the middle where there's this grand stone temple.
I'll head in towards the library then, if that seems like something I can probably get into as Minden.
Yeah, cool. And you see at the desk is a cheery halfling, who says, "Oh, hello there. How can I help you today?"
Hi, nice to meet you. And I'm Minden. Hello. I work in the sky.
You work in the sky. Wow.
Have you been up to the sky?
I've done not do the same accent as I did for Minden. I'm like, I have one polite English accent and one rough English. That's all I can do.
It is also worth noting that while my interpretation might not be perfect, the interpretation is.
No, of course. Yes, of course, I've been to the Skyport. I've taken many tours in Zeppelins. It's so quite exciting.
It is quite remarkable. It's new to the city, isn't it?
Do you work there?
I do. Every day I get to sit up there and watch the Zeppelins go by.
Sounds wonderful. And what brings you into the temple library?
I was just out to do some research for potential future flight plans to do with the city and the layout, and there's some information that they need. So they sent me down here to find out what I can.
Yeah, so this happening at the desk has let you in. What are you specifically looking for?
So today I am literally going to do what I said I was going to do. I'm going to go. I can't actually remember exactly what I said. I was looking at plans of the city that might interact with. I'm really not looking at anything, but I'm looking at whatever fits the kind of layout of the city. I'm testing the security of the place more than I'm doing anything else. So I'm not actually trying to find information this time.
Okay.
I'm just Minden, and I'm looking at stuff that feels like it might be connected to the Skyport and the layout of the city and that sort of stuff. And that's all I'm going to do. And then once I've kind of had a little bit of a look around that, I'm then going to head out, maybe do a bit of a wander of the space I can get a feel for and make my way out. Like I'm not, he's not trying to do too much, he's just trying to get a feel for the place.
Yeah, that's
like sort of thing. He's testing the defenses.
So actually you end up overhearing a conversation between this lady from the reception, this happened that you saw, and another native Aquarian, more in the form of an octopus. And there you overhear them saying, "Oh, I can't believe they took all those books from the library and are storing them directly in the temple itself. And it's ludicrous. They think that they need to protect and restrict knowledge. It's unbelievable." And this conversation kind of goes, they're just kind of annoyed that like people from the that work in the cathedral itself came out and basically banned some books from the library. And you also kind of find yourself in the section where they were talking about, and there seems to be gaps here and there. And one book particularly draws your eye this really old, ancient book that the title is in Ancient Aquarian,
Okay.
which I don't think. Or do you have that as a language?
I speak Aquarian.
Okay, well,
So I can't
so-
know the full gist of it, but I
it's like so. Ancient Aquarian is like what Latin is to Italian, basically.
Okay.
So I don't know if you'd maybe be able to.
Can I get like even like I don't know, like with a history check or something, like a rough gist of its title, but without knowing the deed, like a feel for what it might be about? In any
Yeah. Roll a history check.
That's a 16.
16. You recognize the word history, so you think it might be some sort of historical record, possibly.
Okay. This is a library that can you check stuff out of this library, or is it more about you do research in the library? Can you take books away? From what I'm gathering from just looking around.
No, you can't check books out. It is more of a sort of research.
Okay. If it's caught my eye, I'll kind of a very quick scan. If anything in it stands out, even if I can't read it properly, but just have a little flick through it.
I think you can tell enough that there are, there's different chapters, and it's more. It feels like more of a, it's not quite fact. It's more like these are different stories. So you're not sure how much truth might be in here. One thing that definitely catches your eye, because somebody has scribbled in this page in modern Aquarian, so you would definitely be able to read this. There's like a title, beginning of a chapter, and then there's like in big bold letters in the middle of the page this phrase, and then scribbled underneath it what you can kind of deduce is the translation of this phrase.
Yeah.
Only those of royal blood can move the heart of Atlantia.
I guess I'll just take a kind of mental note. So only those of royal blood can move.
Okay. And as a keepsake of this mental note,
Yeah.
you can have the page.
Yeah, I'll sneakily tear it out then. Thank you very much.
That's
Good mental note.
Yeah.
Very nice.
I like it. It is in Latin.
It is in Latin. Yeah. I do. Roll a bunch of stuff. Put it through Google.
I'll just
You
sort
can
of
expect
friendly say, see you later. Very nice to meet you.
No problem.
So, what was your name again? I've totally forgotten.
Yes, my name is. What is her name? I did have a name of my library. My name is Valerie Carter. Yes.
Valerie.
Nice to meet you.
Minden.
Minden. Yes.
Minden.
Very nice.
Swirl.
Swirls.
Swirl. Minden Swirl.
Wait, now why did you know?
Minden Swirl. That's it.
From the Skyport. Yes.
Yes.
I remember that. Yes.
And with that, I'll kind of head.
You're gonna do your sort of rounds. Cool. So you've got a good idea of what kind of mages are in what areas and where like the barracks are, where they kind of train the protectors, which are the specifically like temple military, right? They've got their own kind of private military that they're just like their jurisdiction is just in the temple.
And out of any interest as well, are there any other automatons notably around the temple area?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
Fair.
No, they don't have any of these things that they like I saw in the square.
And I guess with that, I'll make my. I imagine that's taking me a lot.
Yeah, that's taking quite
quite
well.
towards the square. So.
Yeah, sweet. And we'll come back to you guys.
Do we see you leaving the thing?
We
So
will.
actually, something that you would have discussed with ease, she kind of let slip this name factually. You've got to be careful, right? Because you don't want to end up like Brandon Dashley. You told the wrong people, the wrong stuff, and got found out. You know where you've ended up? In a ditch.
We will be careful. We need to be.
Only trust people with this symbol, alright?
We'll remember.
Keep each other safe. Yeah?
Well, I have one question to you. The temple. How well is it guarded? Do we have any person inside of the temple already? Or is that something that you should be working on?
We had someone inside the temple complex, not quite one of the staff members in the actual inner sanctum. But they got found out.
Temple.
Yeah.
It's not easy getting in.
It's highly guarded, big security, detectors everywhere.
Do we have any form of like someone who could forge us a document to go inside? Or something similar? Anything?
Well, you could probably sort that out, yeah. You want me to get in touch with my people?
It would help a lot, I think, with the job that we were assigned to. You know the rules. I'm not allowed to tell you what it is, but
You will benefit of us if we benefit from you.
Persuade
you, me,
you, in fact, Debbie, you're giving him the help action, so you roll with advantage.
persuasion. So advantage means I roll.
You roll twice and take the higher roll again.
Persuasion. Yeah, the first one's a 16. Okay, the second one's a 15, so 16 it is.
She kind of nods after a while. You'll owe me a favor.
We always do.
I'll get in touch with my guy. He can forge you the document. Come back here tomorrow, midday.
Okay.
Alright?
Yes.
I'll have it for you.
We're gonna check the gate and see for ourselves how the security looks there. We try to be sneaky about it.
Well, you're trying. I'm just doing it.
Don't get caught. Alright? Because then we're all in shit.
We will be careful. Yeah, and with that we're gonna leave, basically.
Once we left, I tell him, "You're looking nervous."
I am nervous. The boss was sending us a message directly. You know how scared I am? You know what he does to people?
I know.
It's the first time I got a message from the boss directly. I'm freaking out.
It's okay to be nervous, but don't show people you're nervous.
True.
Look at me.
Well, you're
I'm
not...
nervous too.
You're nervous. I never saw you nervous in my life. You were stoic as a brick.
Exactly.
I just want to figure out what the sign is, the signal that the boss is gonna show with the... What is going on?
She didn't know. And if she didn't know, I mean, then putting more pressure on her won't help us. But then it has to be something that is very obvious, because she also has to work with very stupid people.
Pretty much. Let's hope for the best. But we should check out, gate of the temple. You said it's hard to get in.
True.
Did you try it before?
I watched other people try it.
And?
They, past tense. They tried. After that, they didn't try much else anymore.
That doesn't sound promising. You know this one person that I saw on the train?
Mm.
You know the weirdo with the coin?
Mm.
This guy is kind of freakish. He changed into something I cannot recognize. It's so weird.
Let me guess. He makes you nervous too.
He makes me very nervous. But also, this type of skill is something that we could, need on our mission to get into the building,
Maybe.
I think we should try to hire him, but we need to get a grasp on him in the first place. He's slippery like a fish. We were in the same train! How did he escape us?
Down here in Atlantia, you will meet a lot of people slippery like a fish.
Perfect. Okay, I think, are we all just gradually making our
Yes.
way to Atlar Square? Let's zoom forward to when this event's kicking off, unless anybody wants to skip it and have to do something for that. if you guys are maybe scoping at the gate, that's fine.
Just
We
looking
can
at
sit
it.
over that.
That's it.
Yeah, that's
Looking
fine.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So, one feature of this incredible magical barrier around the city is that the light mimics the sun above. So, at the time of day, basically. So it's gonna get brighter around midday and get dimmer in the evening. So as you approach, the light is dimming. Evening is approaching. All the entrances, the 3 entrances to the square, have been kind of roped off. There's a big queue to let people in at 5 p.m. sharp. There are people placed at each entrance checking tickets. Are you guys going there straight at 5 p.m. or are you kind of maybe waiting a little bit and for the queue to go down?
Well, I'm searching for the guy.
You're scanning the crowd. Are you in the queue?
Yeah, I think I would still be Minden unless I
Wait,
had
always
any
Minden,
concern.
yeah, okay.
I would be keeping up the Minden persona the whole way along.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
so you would not be able to tell. Like, if it was one of his earlier personalities,
Yeah.
I'd maybe make you roll, but you've never seen this guy. So
Yeah,
you
no
would
chance.
have no chance, yeah.
So what time is it now?
So it is like 5 past 5, they're kind of letting people in now.
Right, I'm heading straight for the chili flake squid.
Yeah,
Or is
cool.
it on?
Yeah, no. Squid chili flakes, yeah.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. Perfect. So there's a vendor there who's they're quite rushed, and there's maybe 2 of them. They've got like they're like hot oil, so they're deep frying these squid flakes, or you can get them raw and wriggling.
Yeah.
Hello, sir. What can I get you? Oh, is that one of these? You get the half price thing. If you hand me that, then I'll get you some half price.
Yeah, how much are they before the half price?
They are 3 silver pieces a portion.
Okay. I would like the half price squid.
Would you like them raw and wriggling, sir, or deep fried?
Could I get half and half?
But, he looks a little bit perplexed at that, but yeah, absolutely, sir, no problem at all.
I hand you 1 silver and half of a silver.
Well, sir, that's not quite how the currency works.
It's half price.
But half a silver doesn't get me anything. It needs to be coppers.
Half of 3 is 1.5.
If you can't pay me properly, sir, I can't serve you food.
Okay, I toss him a gold.
A gold.
Yeah, quote unquote gold.
Well, this, sir, will get you 3 portions. Oh, no, wait, because it's half price. Why are you making me do math?
It wasn't my intention.
No, only 1 portion is
But
half
only
price.
1 is half
Says
price.
1 is half
Yeah.
price.
Yeah, don't get ripped off. Yeah.
What?
You're very important to me.
Maybe it was
2 portions. No.
Yeah, so I get
So you need 10
I get 3
copper.
portions
to have
and
4.
I get 1 silver 50. I didn't.
You could get 3 portions, or if you have 10 more copper, you could get 1, and you get 4 portions.
3 silver.
So I was gonna watch this.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
My math.
Great.
So you
Yeah.
get 3 portions and have 2.5 silver
Yeah,
back.
yeah, 2.5 then.
Or
Yeah.
if he gives 10 and 5 silver, you can get 4 portions.
So I get 3 portions,
Right.
and you give me 2.5 silver back.
Yeah, let's do that. And all 3 of these portions, half and half raw, half fried.
You know it.
All right, sir, coming right up, sir. And although he's like being quite friendly, you can kind of tell that he's like, oh, what an annoying customer. Like everyone else is just ordering what's on the freaking menu. So yeah, what about everyone else?
I think I'd also make my way as Minden to the chili stand.
To the chili stand. Okay.
Hey, seahorse. I just ordered way too much food for 1 round. Do you want some of this?
Chili squid is delicious. Oh yes, of course.
Yeah. You like it half and half, right?
Yes, That's the way you have to have it.
Yeah, this guy gets it. This guy was giving me weird eyes.
Perfect.
Do not. Everyone gets it half and half who knows how to get.
I like this guy.
So you guys, shift has ended. You've got time to come down.
So you're okay? We can have some squid. You can calm down.
Yeah.
You look a
maybe
bit
good
shaken.
choice. Maybe a good choice. Yeah. Like just a little bit nervous. Can you keep an eye out for that guy from before?
Yeah, sure.
I'll get a stick near you and try to sort of hide behind you if
Yeah,
possible.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I have to ask, did you murder anybody? Like it's just, such an offhand comment. Did you murder
Where are we
someone?
when he asked this, sorry?
What's what?
Where are we when he asked this?
I guess you're traveling to Atlas Square, or are you in the queue?
Maybe we're in the queue.
I think you're-
So like people here, like whoever else is in the queue hears that. I mean, well, no,
Okay.
I don't think I've murdered anyone, unless I don't think so. I can say the same about you, Leo. You fight quite often. Maybe you murdered somebody once or twice.
Well, that's like a sport injury,
Yes. Well, I think this person
Injuries.
was clearly drunk. I've never recognised him or his family. So he's clearly drunk, and you took care of the situation like you're supposed to. Like you're the protector. You take care of these things. It's alright. It's fine.
Okay, I know what I did, but I was just asking. Get your squid. And
Squid's on me. Squid's on me.
It's half price anyway.
Yeah.
Do we have the... I'm worried about your money situation, dude.
It's getting pretty low.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I can tell.
It's alright. I've got enough to get a squid.
Yeah, get the squid, come on.
Okay, and you guys?
Yeah.
You also in the
I-
queue? Or are you...
I tell him to walk in front to get more confidence.
Beautiful.
We got this.
Okay.
Don't look nervous.
Okay. We need to keep our eyes open, otherwise we're gonna be dead. Like you need,
Nervous guy.
we need to
You're gonna be dead in a week.
whatever it is, what the boss is gonna do. It's supposed to be large.
And like,
Yes.
Sure.
Okay. Okay.
Remember?
Yes. Yes.
So you're all in that large square. The party's starting, the band are striking up.
Do we notice that there's people that we've been on the journey?
Do we
at the
notice
beginning?
people?
Do we notice them?
I mean, you wouldn't know.
And they're talking about murder, so
They may have heard Leo ask, if
Yeah.
I murdered someone.
But you're not specifically looking for them.
Yeah.
Oh, but you're being very observant.
Both of us have been.
Alright, okay, you guys give me perception checks, because you're like specifically looking for
anything.
for anything.
Okay, what's that again? That's...
Oh, that's a natural 20. That's 22.
You can spot everybody that was on that submersible.
Everyone.
Plus them.
No, I'm
No, I have no. Unfortunately, not. He's a completely different person.
He's like,
Oh, that's good.
80?
Okay, 23. 23.
Hearing my
And 20.
I see everything.
Well, I got more, but
Oh well, yeah, it was
natural
yeah,
thing.
plus swear.
Yeah. We both see all of the three.
Yeah, so you definitely can tell where these three are, and you're like, okay, those were the people that were on the
Oh, yeah.
submersible. They've used this
The
free
people
ticket.
giving out drinks and talking about murder.
You also see the family that was there, that was on the submersible as well, and the other guy. He's
the old
also
man?
arrived.
Yeah.
Staggering around.
Do you see all of you?
I cop Leo and give him the third box of squid.
thanks.
Oh, is this your friend?
Yeah.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Just
I'm
Leo.
Minden. Nothing.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh, thanks.
See this guy? You know, I recognize all of them, but who's this guy?
Looks like he has access to the temple.
He looks like.
Well, no, you would know.
Aren't they wearing this uniform?
No,
he
he works elsewhere.
He works at the
Oh.
Skyport.
He just had
Skyport.
No, I mixed that
He
up.
works at Skyport.
Right.
Yeah, he wasn't.
Yeah,
no, that's fine.
I don't know that guy.
But is that metal boy? No, it's just
That guy looks not necessary.
No.
But you might in fact, with that perception check, I think you would maybe recognize something on his clothing or whatever that'd be like, oh, I think he works at the Skyport.
Right.
But yeah,
Yeah, which is irrelevant for us. So
But I didn't
Okay.
notice it.
yeah.
In this moment of everyone just kind of milling about, there's the band are playing. There's like a kind of what projected sort of lights on the buildings, a kind of projection sort of light show going on. Suddenly, from within Atlar's statue, an explosion. The statue bursts apart. Pieces of stone scattered across the square. Other civilians sort of that were having a good time are suddenly crying out. At each of the 3 entrances, 3 of these clockwork automatons step forward and draw their swords. And I need you all to roll initiative.
That's the sign. That's the sign.
And that's where we're going to end our first episode here in Atlantia. Please tune in next time for episode